Hey, I'm George Ellison. This is Dave Scott, and we're coming to you from Acme Guitar Works, and we want to tell you about this guitar. This guitar is a Fender road-worn Stratocaster that we have modified. It's a new guitar sold with a full Fender factory warranty. We are a Fender authorized dealer, but we also sell lots of hot rod parts, and we also do excellent modifications to guitars that make them play better. And we've sort of done some work with this guitar, and we wanted to tell you about the modifications we've done, and then Dave will demonstrate it, and you can hear how it sounds. This particular guitar, my personal opinion is I'm a real fan of the road-worn guitars. I think that they feel good, they sound good, they make very useful tools for real reasonable prices that most people can afford. You can spend a lot more money on a guitar, and I think that's great. If you want to spend a lot of money on a guitar, fantastic. But you don't have to spend a lot of money on a guitar to get a really good one. And these guitars are the proof of that. When they come out of the box from Fender, usually, well, actually always, there are things about them that we would do if they were our guitars to make them play better and to make them sound better and to be more functional. And so that's what we do with these. On this particular guitar, we started with the standard 60s road-worn Strat. We left the original frets. Fender ships these guitars with pretty tall fret wire. It's Dunlop 6105, which is at the high end of Dunlop's range. I like tall frets. I know Dave likes tall frets. All we've done with these frets is we did a fret level crown and polish because we really want to make sure that they're level so that we can get the action as low as we can. This guitar, we also replaced the nut. We put a bone nut in it. Sometimes the nuts from Fender, spacing is not quite exactly right or that sort of thing. But also bone is just a traditional material that high-end guitars use. It's a really nice, hard, organic material. And so we replaced that. We completely redid the electronics on this guitar. This guitar has Grosh pickups. Let me just look at my cheat sheet here. It has Grosh fat pickups. So if you're not familiar with Don Grosh, Grosh guitars, they make really beautiful guitars. They're similar to Sir or Anderson or those guys, sort of the high-end bolt-on neck guys. But I think, my personal opinion is that they come from sort of a more traditional place. They make beautiful Strats, beautiful Strats. So in any case, we're a dealer for their pickups, so we put their fat pickups in this model, or in this guitar, and the fatter pickups are going to be a little bit warmer sounding, a little bit fuller sounding, and again, you'll hear it in a minute when Dave plays it. We also did a little bit different wiring on here. This is a wiring that we do regularly. It's probably the most popular one that we do for Strats. We have a volume and a tone control, and then this pot is actually a blender control. And it's a way to get both the neck and the bridge pickup on together, which, it's kind of like that in between the middle position on a Telecaster, and you can't normally do it on a Strat. So the one way to do that would be to have a toggle switch. G&L makes a guitar like that. You can toggle, you could be in the bridge pickup and then toggle on the neck and get both on. What this does is it sort of acts like a switch, but allows you to blend in the neck pickup rather than just turn it on. So you can mix it in as little or as much as you'd like. You can have both full on, or you can have the bridge on and then just warm it up a little bit or fatten it up a little bit by adding a little bit of the neck pickup. And if you're in the neck pickup, then it works on the bridge pickup. In fact, if you're in the 4 position, the neck middle, it still adds in the bridge. And if you're in the 2 position, the bridge middle, it adds in the neck. So it works basically in 4 of the 5 positions, and it just turns one or the other pickup on or off, the neck or the bridge. So at the end of the day, you can get any combination of pickups that you want. You can get any 1 on, you can get any 2 on, or you can get all 3 on. And Dave will show you that even all 3, it's a good, useful tone. I was sort of surprised by that initially, but it sounds good. And the telly-like position sounds great too. So completely new wiring. Of course, we ship all of the old parts with the guitar, so you get all of the original pickups and all that stuff come with the guitar. The other thing that we did is we upgraded the tremolo. We are a dealer for Callahan, and Callahan makes really nice hardware, beautifully made hardware. And the vintage Fender shipped with a solid steel inertia block on the tremolo, and the Mexican guitars don't. The American reissues still do, but the Mexican guitars ship with a cast zinc block. And so we replaced that with a steel block from Callahan, but also we replaced the saddles with Callahan saddles because they're just so nicely machined and so well made that we consider that a pretty nice upgrade. We also aged the saddles a little bit. They usually look really shiny and beautiful, and so because it's a road-worn guitar, we want it to look the part. And it does have a Callahan tremolo arm as well. The other thing we did is we replaced the springs in the back with springs from Raw Vintage. And you may be familiar with the parent company from Raw Vintage. They make the exotic line of effects, so the BB preamp and the AC booster and the RC booster, those guys. These tremolo springs, you know, they brought them to our attention, and I have to say I was a little bit skeptical, but we had a situation with another guitar where we put them in, and I was surprised to find that they had significantly less tension. In fact, if we took 3 springs out of a normal Stratocaster and put in 3 of the Raw Vintage springs, the tremolo pops way up because the springs have less tension. And so you really get a nice action from them. In fact, 3 springs isn't enough. We end up having to put 4 springs on where we would ordinarily use probably 3 of Fender springs. In fact, this guitar ships with only 3 springs from Fender. And so it just feels really good. There's no play in the arm. You know, you can get really nice, sweet vibrato with it. It's a really great feeling tremolo now because of the Callahan and the Raw Vintage parts. So it's a really cool guitar. I love these things. Dave will play it now, and you can hear how great it sounds.
Well, let's start with some of these positions that you wouldn't get on a normal Strat. And we'll start with all 3 first. That would be with this down and this in the notch position, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we go here, now we have these 2, which would be kind of like a Telecaster. I
That's right. Let's get the notch positions clean so you can hear that sort of SRV, Lenny, something like How's the neck pickup sound clean?
Sweet. Want to hear cleaner? Sounds good.
And then do a kind of a high gain bridge position thing, and let's hear that. Sounds killer. That sounds really good. I think.
Really good.
Okay, so that's it. We've always got these guitars for sale. You can check out our website and see what we have currently when you see this video. The guitars, again, are sold with a full warranty, and then we stand behind any of the work that we do on them. So anyway, there you go. Real good guitars, great guitars for money that real people can afford. So check out the website and let us build one for you. Thanks for watching.